Today is Thursday, August 5th, 2021. Today went very well. I had my treatments. My friend left this morning, and as a parting gift, he gave me a portrait of myself done in a 90s, I think he called it a punk style artistic method. So it's, I think he called it an MTV style portrait. It's quite interesting. I like it. It's fun. And he left to go back to visit family and temporarily live somewhere else. I went to my treatments. I got to see people that I care about deeply. And I had a wonderful, wonderful divine appointment. There was someone that I was able to meet that really encouraged me, because this woman is facing circumstances that are quite intense. And she's facing them in faith, with absolute reliance on God. She's approaching her dilemma confident that the Lord will deliver her. And I was encouraged by her example. I know that I have been pressing forward in faith. Her example encourages me to continue to press forward in faith. And sometimes you need to see somebody that's going through something that you consider to be even more difficult than what you're facing. And when you see them facing it with courage, with faith, it gives you a little extra step. It bolsters your own faith. It ignites something within you that gives you an extra reason to go on. And that's what it did. I was also able to seize the opportunity to pray for her, something I'm always honored to do when given the chance. And I was able to pray for her. And that was a beautiful moment. I'm very grateful for that. After coming home, it was time to get ready to leave to come here. Oh, something else happened. I'm going to relay a story with you that I heard from a pastor. And I believe I heard this from Chuck Swindoll, not personally. He is one of the pastors that I so enjoy listening to here and there. He relayed a story, and I hope I'm quoting the correct person. He relayed a story about one Christmas holiday. There was a man that was given a gift, and it was a turkey as a gift from his employer. But every year, the employer would give the same gift. And this man, he didn't have a family to share it with. And so it was something that did not get fully utilized. The boss would wrap it up in some gift wrapping and give everyone one of these gifts. The co-workers of this man thought it would be funny as a joke to take the turkey out of this man's wrapping and instead put something else, some wood or something like that, and wrap it up instead of the actual turkey. They knew that the man wasn't going to eat the turkey, so they thought it would be funny, and eventually he would get his turkey later on and he could do whatever he wanted with it, give it to someone else if he wanted. What ended up happening in this story is that this man found himself taking a train home, and there he met someone on the train that was of humble means and was unable to afford a turkey of his own for his family. Somehow they got onto a discussion. The man then offered to give his turkey to this individual, and this individual, although humble, offered to pay because he wanted to give something. Reluctantly, the man accepted because he perceived that there was no other way that that gentleman would accept the turkey. So he charged him something modest, but he was able to sell the man the turkey, and he felt so good about being able to be a blessing to this other person. Lo and behold, he had no idea that that turkey had been replaced by something such as a block of wood. It wasn't until the next day that he found out, when his co-workers inquired about his reaction to the joke, when he discovered that he sold this man not a turkey, but rather a block of wood, his heart sank. And he spent the next days and weeks looking for this gentleman to make things right. And he felt absolutely horrible because he was wondering what it would have been like for that person to unwrap what they perceived or thought to be a turkey to feed the family, only to find a block of wood. The appearance, of course, being that this person was ripped off. Something similar to that happened to me today. I gave something to someone that they paid for. However, I made a mistake. I thought I was paying close attention, and then I put what this person paid for in the packaging. Only when I got home, I looked and I realized I put the wrong thing in the package. The Bible talks about avoiding the appearance of evil, and my heart immediately sank because the appearance is that I sold somebody something that, other than what they thought they paid for. Fortunately for me, I will see this person again, but I feel horrible about it, because I would never want to do anything dishonest. I would not do something dishonest. But I'm imagining this person's reaction in opening up the package that they purchased and finding something other than what they bought. I'm going to make that right ASAP, but in the meantime, if the person that this happened to is viewing this video, please accept my sincerest apologies. It was an absolute error on my part, unintentional, and I feel horrible, miserable about it. So please forgive me. I have just pulled into the Church at Life Park in Mount Pleasant. Today is the first Thursday of the month, and therefore there is a community prayer service. And I am so happy to be here. I'm not feeling physically well right now. I'm no longer at a 99% liquid diet, I'm at 100% liquid diet. And I've started this new medicine. One of the side effects of the new medicine is some stomach irritation. I'm taking a quarter of the dose that I will be taking in the future, and right now my stomach is hurting. And what I am drinking for my nutrition, sticking in my throat. I just finished drinking it, that's why I sound the way I do. It's not going down fully, and it upsets my stomach some too. every once in a while I get these strong pains right now that I want to hold my stomach and moan, but I'm about to enter into a place of prayer. And I always intend to be authentic and transparent, but I don't want to draw attention to myself and cause people any concern. I'm hoping that before the prayer meeting begins that my symptoms will subside and I will not distract from this time. May it be so. I'll catch you up on how it went. The prayer service is done and I am driving home. Everything went smoothly. Unfortunately, during the service, my pain level increased. And there were different moments, fortunately I sat in the back, there were different moments that I just had to grab my stomach and hold on and with much pain. Right now, because I'm driving home, I'm experiencing tremendous pain. It comes and goes. I'm drinking a nutritional drink because if I don't, I'll lose weight. And today, I'm supposed to have 5 of them. The hope is that I might even gain a half a pound by doing this. But with every sip that I take, it triggers a reaction in my stomach, creating just a lot of pain that makes me basically scream. On top of that, I'm getting that saliva right now. It's hard because it continues. So right now, what I'm drinking has collected in my throat, and my body is producing a saliva, trying to wash it down, but it's stuck. And it doesn't want to go down. And I have an hour drive. It's all right. You know, at one point, a dear man, a dear friend, a dear brother in the Lord, he and I sat down and I shared with him the update. He wanted to know what's going on with me, and we sat in the back and I gave him an update before everything started. Not at all during the service. I would never interrupt. And afterwards, he lovingly introduced me to his family, and it was something that brought a smile to my heart to see this man and his wife, how they've poured into their 2 daughters, and these 2 women were such godly women. One is off to an adventure, first time leaving home. The other taking seminary classes while she's doing professional work in robotics. Just lovely, godly ladies. I was just so pleased to meet them, and they all pray for me and for Serena. They were asking about Serena, where she was and how she's doing, and asking me how I'm doing. And it's really just such a blessing to meet someone that I've never met before that said, yes, we pray for you regularly. And to be able to say, well, it's because you pray for me regularly that I'm still alive, because God is answering those regular prayers. And then afterwards, the gentleman, he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, Michael, I think God is going to do something for you. I think he wants to keep you around a little longer. I think you're going to be all right. Something to that effect. I don't remember his exact words, but it was this calm reassurance that, Michael, this is going to turn around for you. The reassurance is coming at a good time. You know, I'm suffering physically, but I'm not in despair. And I'm not depressed or anything. I'm pretty calm. I'm just in pain. But I will share this with you. There's a point in the prayer service each time that people are encouraged to go forward for their own prayer requests. And usually when I'm with Serena, we'll go forward together. She could not make it to the prayer service tonight because she had to work later. And it just didn't make sense, and she had paperwork to do on top of that. So I was alone. And I decided not to go forward, but just to pray calmly in my seat. And as I did, I prayed this prayer. I said, "Oh Lord, I'm in such pain. Would you allow me to just go to sleep and feel a stirring, and open my eyes and see your majestic face, only then to realize that I have passed from this place onto heaven, where there'd be no pain, no suffering. I just go to sleep one of these nights and just wake up, no longer to experience pain again." And I said, hang on. I'm so glad that I wasn't doing this throughout the service. It was only a couple of moments where the pain hit me hard, and I don't want you to watch me suffer.